Do you ever look down at your smartphone and endlessly scroll? University is kind of like that. Hello, my name is Leonardo Gao, and today I will explain to you what is GBDA. GBDA is a program at the University of Waterloo. To the unsuspecting parent at the university fairs, this might sound like another prestigious engineering program. That's because it is. GBDA stands for Global Business and Digital Arts, or as I like to call it, Get Bread Designing Anything. A quick LinkedIn search and you can see that GBDA graduates are doing anything and everything. Finance, UX design, marketing, project management, graphic design, McDonald's drive-thru entrepreneurs. So just know that a GBDA grad will make at least $10 a year. Yeah. So before you start wondering, gee, this program is more promising than my YouTube career, let's get to know the program a little bit more. In a nutshell, it can be explained as graphical engineering design and business in the digital sector. If you like design, go to an art school. If you like business, go to Rotman. If you like design and business, welcome. It's now a 5-year program with a newly added co-op DLC package. Here's how your time will be spent learning as a GBDA student. 30% of your time you'll be learning about basic research methods. 30% learning about ethics, 30% learning how to deal with other people, and finally, 5% learning about global business, digital arts, design, audio, videography, project management, and creative storytelling. Math is not a part of the program. The tuition is roughly $50,000 for your degree, or 5,531 Costco rotisserie chickens after tax. Stacked up, there'll be a 1.1 kilometer tall tower of chicken. However, if you take an objective look at the program, there are some valuable things that you might learn which will help you land a high-paying job. UX research and UX design is one of the biggest emphasis for this program, and rightfully so, as the average salary for a UX designer in Canada is $71,000 a year, with UX researcher salary averaging $88,000 a year. In this economy, that means you might be able to afford a stick of butter. As with any university program, you're not going for your classes alone. You're going for the experience of making friends, the experience of finding connections, the experience of losing those friends and connections when it's time for them to chip in for gas. You get to live in a rich and vibrant city filled with life, with most of the population residing in the pub or the drink on Saturdays. The Stratford campus is located in Stratford, unsurprisingly, which is a 40-minute drive to regret about your choices while being hungover. 30 minutes if you drive at 140. Cops are usually located here. When you get into the town of Stratford, where you'll likely spend the majority of your day, there are a couple local activities you can do. You can walk around more, walk to the cat cafe, interact with the local NPCs, and wave hi at your professors. There really isn't any real benefits living in the same town as Justin Bieber, unless you hate your money and want to get rid of it by paying disproportionate rent, in which case you can donate it to me instead. Now, if you are like the majority of students and decide to live in Waterloo, there are a few things you can do to pass the time between classes. You can play with the therapy dogs. Don't try to steal one, trust me, or take a stroll through the campus. Break down and cry in one of the study rooms is a personal favorite. On campus, there is an armory fully equipped with the latest weaponry for the digital creator. That's right, I'm talking about media services. Here you'll find $228,000 worth of cameras. Yes, that is 25,221.2 Costco chickens, 5-kilometer tall tower of them. The cameras there are so that students can use them for their assignments, also known as using them for a few hours and spending a few days trying to find the landscape. With all that being said, let's dive into the essence of a GBDA student. Here is a guide on how to spot one. 1. If you look at them and they avoid your gaze. A GBDA cohort is no different than an average high school. Like high school, the GBDA people form cliques and don't often intermingle except for at somebody's party. 2. There are 4 types of outfits GBDA students usually wear. 1. Thrift core. Many GBDA students in their pastime scavenge thrift stores to find warmth. These clothing could consist of vintage Ralph Lauren, Carhartt, and various graphic t-shirts. You can identify this type by their faded black t-shirts and straight-cut jeans and a ton of accessories. 2. Canadian. This mainly consists of flannels and knit sweaters with different textures. May have a vinyl collection. 3. Minimalist. This is your Aritzia, Uniqlo, Lululemon, and Shein. Take a light colored top and match it with dark colored bottoms, or vice versa, adding caffeine addiction and you get the perfect look. 4. Monocle core. Semi-formal attire on the daily. The trench coat does the perfect job of giving the old money look while masking your student debts. You take class literally. The third way to identify a GBDA student is that you really have to ask. What program are you? GBDA. What is that? And finally, you can identify a GBDA student by asking them about co-op. When asked, the older population will complain about not getting 3 co-op terms, while the younger population will complain about having to spend the summer in Stratford attending classes. As the saying goes, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. GBDA is where you'll learn a little bit of everything. So if you're looking for a program that best conveys the message of Gen Z's way of making money, GBDA is the perfect program for you.
Yeah.